What's going on, you guys? It's your man James, aka JP, and the day is finally here. Well, not quite. I'm filming this intro Monday night. Disney Plus is launching tomorrow. I was hoping for a midnight release, but it looks like it is launching 6 a.m. Tuesday morning. So I currently have my alarm set for let's see here, 5:40 a.m. I don't know if you guys can make that out. There we go. 5:40 a.m. I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna get everything set up, and we're gonna watch the countdown timer on the website. And then once we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and obviously show you guys Disney Plus in its full glory on what it looks like on a web browser, what it looks like on your cell phone, and what it looks like on your gaming system. So for me, it's going to be the Xbox One, even though I have the PS4, but I don't use the PS4 for anything other than PS4 exclusives, but that's getting a little sidetracked. So yeah, without further ado, obviously we're gonna go ahead and fast forward now, and you guys are gonna see me at 5:40 in the morning. So if I sound tired, I apologize, but the day is finally here, guys. Disney Plus. Let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, you guys, so it is currently 3:30 in the morning. I randomly woke up in the middle of the night, had to go to the bathroom, decided to check on Disney Plus, and lo and behold, it launched already. So the countdown on their website that was alluding to the 6 a.m. launch obviously was not true. However, we're here. It's early, but we made it. So it's finally Disney Plus Day. So obviously we are on the home screen right here. As you guys can see, this is what it looks like. So you can start a free trial. You can sign up for the $6.99 a month or the $12.99 a month deluxe plan. That includes Hulu and ESPN Plus, but we're not here for that. So we're gonna go ahead, click on the top right. You're gonna go ahead and log in. Obviously put in your login information. We are in. So we are here, and here is the home screen. You guys should be familiar with how this particular section looks. This was actually used in my thumbnail. This was also in a lot of promo shots or whatever. Obviously they are promoting The Mandalorian, which is already live, so that is pretty cool. And you can see some of the other new shows here with The Lady and the Tramp, High School Musical, Encore, the Jeff Goldblum show, Noelle, the Marvel Hero Project, the Imagineering Story. So all the new stuff right here front and center for you, which is very, very nice. But we'll go ahead and just take a look at everything that we got here. Let me mess around with this for a few minutes, kind of get familiar, and then I will show you guys everything. So by default, when you log in, it just logs you into like a default profile. So if you want to add like your own little custom profile here, you're going to want to go to this add profile right here on the top right. So you're going to click that. And then you have a whole bunch of different icons for avatars that you can pick for your specific profiles. So we'll just go through some of those. So they have the featured section here, but we'll get to that later, because you'll see that some of them are recycled. So you can see the Disney icons right here with all the different characters. I'm not going to go through naming each and every one of them, but you guys can see those characters. So that is very, very nice. They're very high res images. Looks like brand new artwork designs for the specific app. Doesn't look like they were actually pulled from anywhere specifically, but still very, very cool. So now we have the Marvel section, and that, wow, that's it for Marvel. They're really okay. There wasn't much for Marvel, surprisingly. Not even a bunch of the Marvel main characters are there, so that's kind of odd. But here are the Star Wars ones, and it looks like there's a little bit more for Star Wars than there is with Marvel, which is also a little surprising. We have the Pixar section here. Very, very nice. Ton of Pixar characters, as you would expect, but I did expect more from Marvel. You even have some National Geographic, which is funny because it's just like some generic animals, but still they look nice. The images are pretty high resolution. Then for the kids, you have some of the icons here, some PJ Masks, Doc McStuffin, and that's it for the kids. Now you see what I was saying by some of these are recycled. So we saw some of these earlier, but here's the Mickey Mouse and Friends, and there are some new ones here in this section. The new DuckTales characters right there. Then Disney Classics. So I think some of these we saw earlier, but some of these are newer, as you see. And like I said, a lot of these you'll see are recycled. Some of the princesses we just saw are going to be in this next section here, but there's quite a lot in the Disney Classics section. But going over to Disney Princesses, you can see all of them right there. Looking pretty cool. So now going down to the villains, I think most of this is all recycled from what we saw earlier. but makes it easier to find if you're looking for a specific character than having to scroll through everything else. So now we are on the Disney Channel, and that is the last section right there. So I'm not really sure who I'm gonna go with. Just for the sake of time in this video, I'll pick the Mandalorian, and you just change the name to whatever you want to change it as. So obviously my name is going to be James, and then you can change it to a kid's profile where it filters the shows. So if you have a younger child and you want to filter what they can watch and only have like kid-friendly shows, even though mostly everything on here is kid-friendly, but the Mandalorian may be a little mature for your child depending how old they are. So you're just going to go ahead and click save, and then boom. So you can see you got profile, which I guess I can edit that. That's gonna be the default profile, but I don't know, whatever. I'll change that later on. So yeah, so you can have multiple profiles right there, which is pretty cool. I like the customization with the icons and everything like that. Then up here on the top, you obviously have the home, and then here you have the search, so you can search for something specifically. Just randomly search Avengers, and you can see all things Avengers come up. So it's not like Netflix where if you type in, let's say, Avengers, you're gonna get obviously Avengers, but you're gonna get a whole other list of stuff that may be similar, so you'll get all the rest of the MCU. With here, it looks like just specifically whatever you're typing in is what's going to come up. So that's just a difference that I noticed. Doesn't have to be anything specific, but if I type in like action for the genre, let's see what comes up. There we go. So you can see just a little bit more variety comes up if you type in the genre, but you're not going to get related stuff. If you type in Avengers, you're only going to get whatever has Avengers in the title. Watch list, so this is pretty cool. You can create a list of whatever you want to watch. If you have specific shows and you have a hard time keeping track of, you can make a watch list, or like a playlist basically, so you can keep track of what you want to watch there. Then we have the original section, which was that featured section before, which is just all the original content for Disney Plus, which I imagine there's going to be way more as the months go on, but this is what is available at this very moment right now. And then movies, I mean, that's self-explanatory. You're gonna have the movies, which there's quite a bit. So as you guys can see, if you just keep scrolling, you can probably scroll on forever with the amount of movies that's on here, and surprisingly not. So yeah, for some reason it just stopped there, but I know there's way more movies than this on here, so not sure why it just stopped right there. Then we go over to series, and again you can see some of the series there. Oh, that's why. So it was the featured section. So if you change this, you go from all series A to Z or all movies A to Z. There we go. So that was just the featured section before. So let's go back to movies, and I'm not going to go through every single movie that's on here because I already did a video on that. And yeah, if you guys want to check that out, you can. And Disney did a whole video on that, so there's no need to go through this, but you can see just tons and tons of movies right there. But like I said, I'm not about to go through all of that. You guys can check that out elsewhere if you would like. Then coming over here, one thing that's really cool, if you hover over Disney or hover over Pixar or hover over Marvel, or if you hover over Star Wars or National Geographic, you get a little like little animation over each one of them, which is really cool. So Disney, you get the castle. Pixar, you get Andy's wallpaper in his room, and that's also what I use for my channel art, which is pretty funny. Marvel, you get the comic book strip. Star Wars, you just get stars in the galaxy. It would have been better to see like hyperspace type of thing, but whatever. And National Geographic, you get the clouds rolling through on a time lapse, so that's pretty cool. And then if you click on them, you guys will see here, you get the animation a little bigger. Here we go. There's the animation right there. So that's really, really cool. So let's go back, and we'll go to Pixar, and I'll just kind of run through each of these animations really quickly. So Pixar actually changes up once you open it. You get the Luxo lamp doing the famous eye stomp right there. So that is very, very nice. And we'll come back and go over to Marvel. And okay, so that's kind of a letdown, but you get some of the main characters from the MCU that just pop up with the word Marvel, so that's not that interesting there. So we'll go back, check out Star Wars. Okay, so you just get planet, not sure. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, so that popped up at the last second. Okay, that definitely made it cooler. So at first you get a planet, and then you get one of the Star Destroyers to fly over it with some TIE fighters, and then the Death Star appears. So that actually ended up being really, really cool. At first it was kind of slow, but it definitely picked up. So I'm moving over to National Geographic. Okay, so it looks like we got some ocean. Okay, so it's kind of going through like different things. So you had the ocean, you had the earth turning around, and then it stops here with this little fish icon. So alright, so that's it for all of those animations. So we'll go back, and I mean, that is pretty much it as far as how the website works. So obviously it's going to be similar to Netflix as far as the layout. Has an algorithm where depending what you watch, that's what's going to show up here. So that's pretty cool. I plan to watch like almost each and everything on here, so that doesn't really matter to me. But yeah, you can see as I scroll down, it has different sections, basically musicals, throwbacks, beasts and monsters, nostalgic movies, Disney Junior series, feel-good sports movies, so on and so forth. So that is it as far as this section goes. Now it's basically the same on your Android phone or your iPhone, your smartphone basically, or the console that you're going to be watching it on, but I'll show you guys exactly what that looks like here. So we'll go ahead and open up on the Android phone. Alright, so I am using the Samsung Galaxy S9. This should look pretty similar depending on what phone you have, but yeah, it should look pretty similar. So we're going to go ahead and open it up. You get the nice little Disney Plus animation right there, which is pretty cool. And then it already detected that I made a new account, which I wouldn't imagine why I wouldn't, so that is pretty nice. So we're just going to click that account right there, and then it logs in. And like I said, it's pretty much the same thing. I don't believe you're going to get those special animations, which it doesn't look like. Yeah, no, so you're not getting those special animations once you click on each section. You're just getting, you know, that still image towards the end, but you don't get the special animation. But going through, everything looks exactly the same. You can scroll left and right to see the different movies and whatnot. So that is that, and yeah, everything else looks exactly the same there, so not too surprising. I will open up really quickly. So that's what that looks like if you open up the show on your phone. Boom, boom, you can see the different episodes. Right now there's only one episode out. Then you can see other suggested stuff depending what you're watching, and then extras, little behind the scenes stuff that they may have, or trailers or whatever else. So that's pretty cool. You can click that plus sign to add it to your watch list to watch it later. And yeah, that is that as far as that. And then obviously you would just click play to play it. There is a download section, which is right here on the bottom right, so you can actually download stuff to watch them on the go. Let's say you're on a plane or something, you wanted to download a movie, and you don't actually need internet to do so, so that's pretty cool. So that's it for the phone. So now we're gonna go ahead and move over to the Xbox. Alright you guys, I don't have a capture card for my Xbox, so I'm just recording my actual TV screen right here, but you're just gonna go here, launch Disney Plus. You're going to get that nice animation that you get on the cell phone. It just takes a little bit longer here, but there you go. So you get that nice animation there with the Disney Plus logo. And then you're going to get the same screen that you get on your phone or on your web browser, where you can start the free trial, or you can just log in. So let me log in. There you go. Then you just click your profile. It's going to have the same layout, essentially more or less the same layout. There you go, as you guys can see there, as the web browser, as your phone. But there it is, running on the Xbox. Like I said, pretty much the same layout, but just wanted to show you guys exactly what that looks like, just in case you were interested. Alright, and I just wanted to hop back into the desktop really quickly so I could show you guys, just real quick, I'll just show like a little snippet of how it looks once you actually start playing something. So we're just going to click on The Mandalorian, so we'll click that there. And we'll click play. I'm obviously not going to play the whole episode or even that much of the episode, and I'm actually going to mute it so that I don't get any copyright. But as you can see, that's what it looks like. It just starts playing. I am using Google Chrome for my browser, but it should look the same depending which browser you're using. But yeah, so you can see that right there, looking very, very nice. And that's all I'm going to show because I don't even want to spoil it for myself. But yeah, that was pretty cool right there. And I think that's pretty much it. So really, really cool, really simple and straightforward, but definitely looking forward to Disney Plus. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little first look. Like I said, it's 3:40 in the morning as I'm recording this right now, so you guys can imagine I'm tired. So I'm going to go ahead and edit this for you guys and go ahead and upload it. Probably be uploaded by like 6 a.m. or something. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. That link's in the description down below. Once I mess around with this a little more, I'll be able to give more of an in-depth review. But obviously, this was just a quick little first look. Because like I said, it is 3:30 in the morning. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. So as always, guys, stay tuned for more. And I'll see you guys next time.